Aya, Napa, Aya, fucking Napa, Aya, Napa, Aya, fucking Napa, Aya, Napa, Aya, fucking Napa.
Good evening and welcome to my Love Island reaction. Well, that was a packed show, wasn't it? Let's get this chair straight. Let's sort this out because that was some episode. It was all bullshit, bollocks and staged, but it was still some episode if you're a hardcore reality fan or a Love Island fan, in fact. So, what did we make? First of all, let's talk about the most obvious thing that we knew was always going to happen from last night. George and Lucy leaving. I liked Lucy. I thought Lucy was sweet, but she was never going to find anyone in there. She didn't seem very interested after Joe, to be honest, and there was no one else in there. She was obsessing over Tommy because basically she didn't fancy anyone else. I don't think she really truly had feelings for Tommy, but it was a bit of drama. It wouldn't surprise me if that was staged as well. But I liked Lucy. I didn't like her being bullied by Amy. We'll talk more about that in a minute because we've got a lot to talk about Amy as well. My abiding memory of Amy was on launch night feeling her tits up because the 50-year-old producer told her to. So I liked, did I say Amy? I meant Lucy, whatever, right? But basically, yeah, I liked Lucy. She was sweet, she was fit, she was sexy, and I definitely would have went there. Not that she would have wanted me to, but I still would have went there. George was a bore. It's been weird this year. They've brought in a lot of pores that are just making up the numbers who don't get any screen time. It's quite disappointing, the people they keep on bringing in. So let's talk about Amy, because that was the second, all right, was the most dramatic thing. A lot of the times when someone leaves Love Island, it's not like Big Brother. They don't milk it. With this, they milk it. They milked it, right? Which proves it was fucking staged and fucking fake. And I mean, if you go back to Lucy and George, right, and Amy and Curtis the vote, Amy was desperate to stay. Desperate. And then 45 minutes later, she wants to leave. What's happened? Such a staged event. So you have to ask the question, why did ITV actually remove her? Maybe they removed her because they felt that maybe mentally she wasn't strong enough to carry on within this process. So instead of being honest about it, they went for all that. Well, at the end of the day, they wanted to remove her, but they wanted to milk it. They wanted to make some good drama. And they did. Was I crying? No. I mean, some of the comments. But look, I tell you what, I've got to read out some of these comments because they're so funny. Yeah, really funny, some of these people. This is Gabby Allen, of course, who's a reality star herself. I actually can't stand this bird. I wouldn't mind giving her one, but her opinions are so typical. Anyway, I don't want to go into it, but Amy's feelings were and are so genuine. Hang on, how do you know her feelings are genuine? You don't even know her, you idiot. Right, which is what this show is or should be about. Yes, it's not about that. It's fucking like watching Coronation Street or Emmerdale. It's just a piece of entertainment. This is not a real reality show. This is not peak Big Brother. This isn't the first 3 seasons of Big Brother. This is like the American style reality TV shows, which are not. This is like the Kardashians. It's absolutely staged, scripted, and fake. Right. I'm so gutted this has turned out this way for her, but what an unbelievably strong woman, taking herself out of the situation with sheer dignity. I'm in awe of her strength. Oh my God, these fucking people. And this is what the Love Island account tweeted out. We will have the best friendship you've ever seen in your life. Amy telling Curtis she's leaving the villa has got us all in floods. It got me in floods of fucking laughter. Meantime, I put the microwave popcorn in and I was just laughing because it was a great performance. In fact, you know what? Let's listen to some of it because it's fucking hilarious.
And I can't heal.
Just listen to this bullshit, right? Here we go.
I hope you find someone that makes you so, so happy.
Oh, God, this is fucking hilarious.
I have to go. if we can't take a meaningful friendship from this, what was the point of the whole first 4 weeks? So I'm going to let you go, and I'm going to let you pursue whoever it is you want to pursue, and let you find what it is you're looking for, because you can't do that with me here, and I can't heal living in the same house as you at the moment. And then, once this is all done, we will have the best friendship you've ever seen in your life.
Do you like it or not?
Okay? The only way that we're going to be really good mates is if I go now. We both have space.
Fuck me, great acting.
Space from each other, and then we can be amazing mates when we get out, okay? I hope you find someone that makes you so, so happy. Okay?
Yeah.
I love the fact that they actually put fucking incidental music over it, which fucking proves it's fucking fake. But I'll give the girl, Amy, or whatever her real name is in real life, because I'm assuming none of these fuckers use their real names, right? Or, well, I don't want to go there, actually, because obviously I know for a fact that some people in there, yeah, are not using their real names. Everyone's got stage names, right? But anyway, we won't go there. But anyway, you can see tears coming out of this bird's eyes. It's great fucking acting. Listen, as far as I'm concerned, the whole thing is staged, and I laughed. I thought it was fucking hilarious because no one decides to leave this process. If you've gone in for this, right, and believe me, it's hard enough to get into these things, right, even though they don't do any stringent mental tests or anything like that to make sure you're fit and stable, because it's a brutal environment, right? But they don't do any of that. Not ITV, right? So lots of people saying ITV have got to look after her when she leaves. ITV won't look after her when she leaves. Let's just pretend it is fucking real. There's no aftercare, even though they claim this year there is. There should have been aftercare all along. But this is ITV. They don't care about criticism. They don't care about anything, do they? But that's what a terrible company they are. So anyway, Amy's gone. It means nothing to me. It's going to be very, very, very interesting. And by the way, let's go back to Ovi, because I haven't mentioned Ovi. Ovi is turning out to be everybody's favourite individual islander. He did not want to betray George. He didn't want to send George home. But unfortunately, that bitch, Anna, and I mean, fucking hell, she's a bigger bitch than I ever fucking remember. But you know what? The guy was gutted. He felt like he let George down. And I'm kind of convinced that George didn't feel that way. But, you know, Anna bamboozled that. But Ovi should have insisted. But I suppose the decision had to be made. So, you know, Ovi is a good guy. I hope he finds a decent woman in there or in real life. Let's see what happens. But I think Ovi will be there for some time to come. So, yes, it was all very cryy and emotional. But it was all bullshit and bollocks. And in between that, they decided to do we must have a moment with Tommy and Molly every episode. We must give them screen time. We must stir it up and try and convince the public that this is a genuine couple who are genuinely in love. We know that's bollocks. We know she's a fraudster. She's an influencer. She's a player. All she can think about is that Fury name. And she is going to suck that fucking name dry, then get Tommy and toss him over her shoulders like an empty beer can. This is who she is. This is what all these people are like. It's ambition. It's greed. It's about fame and money. And that's the only reason they will not last as a couple. They will last shorter than Danny Maisie Dyer. No question about that. And I kept on tweeting, when is my ex going to be brought in? And finally, she was brought in. And so tomorrow's going to be very interesting. But then we're going back to the Amber storyline, because we saw next time's footage and she's going to say she's still in love with Michael. For fuck's sake, sweetheart. And by the way, the cleavage on Amber tonight, fuck me. I mean, even if I was that bird's age, even if I was really good looking, I wouldn't chat her up. Oh my God. What about the fucking geese? What about fucking Marvin chatting her up out of desperation? He doesn't know what to do, so he chats her up. The balls, the cojones on this guy, right? It's pretty obvious he don't fancy her, but then again, who wouldn't fancy her with that cleavage sticking out? Amazing. But anyway, I've got to forget about Amber's cleavage because it's never coming near me. which is really sad if you're me. But anyway, right, so Marvin doesn't fancy Amber, and Amber most certainly doesn't fancy Marvin. That's never going to happen, but good on him for giving it a try. But yeah, that was never going to happen. So please let me know what you think about tonight's episode. Please comment down below. Do you think the Amy exit was staged? I absolutely do. What do you think? What do you think about my ex coming in and the new guy coming in? That new guy, right, he ain't nothing special. If he can get in, so can I. That's all I'm saying. So please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow.